Yo, 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 yo. Hey, man, it's not your boy. It was favorite grown-ass man, Mr. TaBoo Timmons, and this is the TaBoo Timmons Perspective. We're going to talk about the Cavs. I'm going to do my best to get through this because, as you can hear, kind of like sounding like Tone Loc because all the crazy amount of hollering I was doing. Yes, I was hollering. Why was I hollering? Well, say excuse me. That was because them boys, man, they came out with crazy energy. They came out with crazy intensity, and they put the kids to bed. They whooped on Detroit. Beat Detroit. In the game before that, I was in the house. Even when we lost, I still was making noise. I was up in the Romo Fijo, Rocket Mortgage Field House, yelling and screaming. So I probably need to drink some tea. I need to drink some tea because this is ridiculous. But anyway, well worth it because of my team win. I am happy. So we gonna cut to it, man, because we got a couple things to talk about. And stick around. Like, subscribe, email, contact, tell folks. Because you know me, I love to debate. I love to talk because my team is winning, not the Knicks. So without further ado, here's one thing I really like. Let's see what we got here. Where is it at? Well, what do I like? They say, what do you like, B? Besides the Cavaliers winning, I like a whole lot of. Let's see. Okay, let me remove that. Let me add this to the stage. Coming to the stage. A work of art. Look at this right now. Cavaliers whooped on them Pistons. We pissed on them Pistons. BTA in true Cavalier fashion. 125-94. One away for the championship. Definitely not an easy road, but I got the keys to our victory. The keys to what we need to do. But we're going to get to that. But right now, let's talk about this game. So I ain't even go, because y'all saw the game. I'm sure everybody out there saw it. If you didn't see it, go check out the highlights. Because it's a masterclass put on. Because I told people, I was like, okay, the real Cavaliers is going to show up. I was like, it's time. It's time. Because all this throwing the ball away and, you know, our bigs actually doing the damn thing. All this other stuff, man. It wasn't the fluidity of the Cavaliers. It just wasn't what we do. We ain't move the ball. We ain't throw them assists around. We ain't, coming into this, especially at home, So I'm like, okay, the Cavs are going to, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring the energy, the chaos. And B, 0% back down because we ain't scared of them bums. So let's go over here. Let's talk Cavs. 125-94. Again, 125-94. Man, and this was historic. Because, of course, everybody noticed the first time since 92 without LeBron. First time since 2018 with LeBron. It's been a long time. Even 2018, that was long with shit. That's almost 10 years. That's almost a decade. It was 8 years. But we have 7 straight Game 7 victories. Is it 7? Is it 7? Yeah, we got a Game 7 streak going on. Oh, 6. I'm sorry. We got 6 consecutive Game 7 victories. So if you take us to Game 7, just beware because we win them. We got 6, and that's the second largest streak in NBA history. There was something else about that 30 points that was significant, 30-plus points. BTA 31. It was like the second largest or something crazy. That was another thing, but it don't matter, man, because these guys, the Pistons, they were never in our class, man. Ever in our class. These guys, they had one guy, and the rest of the guys kind of showed up. We ain't really show up for whatever reason. We ain't show up a couple of the games, and then all of a sudden you see what happened when the real Cavaliers show up. That team show up, which I've been trying to tell these guys that we are always capable to do. Yeah, sometimes we don't bring it. And sometimes we do wait a little long. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. But don't act like we can't do it at all. Because a certain somebody, Evan, predicted Detroit was going to win this game. A lot of people depicted that they will win the series. They predicted it. A lot of people did. And I'm just hearing this like, what are y'all seeing? Y'all letting the non-basketball guy, the computer guy, tell y'all and give y'all some insight to what's going on. So let the computer guy give you a little insight. First of all, this right here. They call our bigs soft and all this nonsense. Man, y'all have to stop it, man. Here it is. 44 points coming from our big men. 44 points. What is it? 19 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. That's coming from our quote unquote soft big men that people want to claim and make jokes. And, you got Haslam's and Barkley and all them other fairy weather fans, talking about, oh, your bigs is this, your bigs is that. Man, look, them bigs was holding down that paint in a sense. I don't care what the blind want to say that JB didn't do. JB tried to adjust. In fact, kudos to JB for trying to adjust because he was trying to figure out something. He said, man, look, we can't eat in the paint. We can't eat, so we have to draw up some 3-point plays. And that's what they did. Anytime you have these guys shooting, and they hit a couple, you had Isaiah Stewart trying to shoot some threes. He had 2 out of 3 the game 6. They were scared. They were scared. And then they gingerly stepped into our paint. But they was fearing the big men, as they should, because rim runners, man, you can't do that against our squad. And kudos, man. Again, this is 44 points from the Twin Towers. 44 of them joints, 19 boards. We outscored Detroit by 24 points in the paint. I think we had like it was something silly. We'll get to that. What we have, man, points in the paint, 58-34. So, guys, I mean, what else you want to do? The rebounds. We out rebounded them. We got a lot of second chance rebounds. Guys was running around causing chaos. When the Cleveland Cavaliers run around cause the chaos, it's just when the guys come in and come with that energy, and then you get guys like Merrill doing what he do. Like we're unstoppable. In New York, me and my pops, we was at the game 6, and we were saying, man, JB was so pissed. If JB lose and know he lose, he gonna try to draw blood. He gonna try to get us out of our hookup, and that's what he did indeed. They came in there game 7. Once they started getting that BTA, that good old fashioned BTA. And here comes JB trying to play that Austin Carr ball. He was like, okay, we're going to foul. We're going to push guys down. We're going to knock guys down. We're going to run guys over. Starting with, what was his name? Thompson. Thompson trying to run over Merrill. Bust him clean in the mouth. It's a clean play. That's what you do. That's the only thing I wish the Cavs would have answered with that. But we took the high road, I guess. We still a high road team. If I'm Coach Kenny, I got guys, I got 24 fouls on the bench with guys like Tomlin, Tyson, especially in a blowout like that. I know you want to keep the Uncle Momo, the momentum, but I'm in a blowout, so you want to push us around. I'm bringing in Tyson, Tomlin, Bryant, Schroeder, Ellis. We got guys down there that they're for that, and other guys that can come in. We got hella fouls. We can throw the hammer down. So going back to these stats, man. Look, James Harden did absolutely nothing, but he only turned the ball over 1 time. That's okay. He was 2 for 10. He was 9 points, 0 for 6 from 3-point land, 5 boards, 6 assists, and 1 turnover. That was cool. That was okay because Allen was baking that paint so bad, man. Mobley was baking them so bad. Mobley hit a big 3-pointer. That was that clutch down the stretch, down the stretch of the shot clock, rather. And he hit that big 3. man, but in the paint, man, the bigs, they couldn't do nothing. And we're gonna get today, quote unquote, big men and all these guys was talking about. I still ain't seen them. Where they at? Where they at though? Where they at though? Mobley, James Harden, D Mitch. D Mitch ain't had the best game. That Thompson boy, he played some defense. 10 out of 22 shooting, 26 points, no doubt, game high. But still took him 22 shots to do it. So he's almost getting 1 point per shot. Kudos to Max Strus, too. As you see Strus over here playing in the corner there. Strus, where they try to get up in her face, man. Again, 0% back down. Strus, yo, he got in Thompson, the toughest on the team or whatever. Fake muscles during. Yeah, where they at, though? Where they at? Max Strus, 28 minutes, 9 points. The hustle on this guy, the motor, 3 boards, 3 steals. Steals big. But Strus, he does a lot of intangibles. You have to actually be watching him to see the other things he does off the balls. And he's one of those guys when I talk about bringing the chaos. Now, to y'all that want to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, let me break it down, because I guess it ain't regular coach speak or whatever. So let me break it down. The chaos is when you just do stuff. You just do shit. You run around, like I heard E earlier talking about Alvarado. Alvarado was a chaos guy. I mean, Medeli was a chaos guy. Schroeder, chaos guy. Where they run. Even what's the man? Max Strus, big chaos guy. They come in and they high energy. They run around. They bother you. They slap you a couple of times. No, not physically, but they just run around. They just like little gnats. So the chaos. Dean Wade, big role with this team. That's big 6'9" frame. He can move. 5 points. He had a 3-pointer. He's not there to score. Before people be like, well, what is he there for? Kenny, he came up with a plan. Kenny adjusted, said, yo, we're going to start Max Strus for the energy, and then we're going to keep the ball away from Thompson. We're going to have Mobley doing what he do because he's a great passing big man. Mobley has 6 assists. He moved that rock. Let's get to the rest of these guys here. Dean Wade, 21 minutes. That's why you see Dean doing what he do, because he's in there to stop and shut certain things down. The rest of these guys, they got some garbage minutes. Schroeder, he got 18 minutes, 2 points. Again, he's in there. He's a chaos guy. Sam Merrill, man, money Merrill. He was money. 5 for 8 for 3-pointers, 7 for 10 field goals, 4 free throws, 4 out of 4, a steal. Took a man's charge. And you know how they be like, well, you got to do that so that they're not going to challenge you again. Not Merrill. Merrill was like, yo, I'm still here. And that goes back to his missionary days in Nicaragua. He was down there, climbing trees, getting hit in the head with rocks. So it didn't matter. He just took that charge. He wiped the blood away. He dabbed his mouth a little bit. Good stuff. But 0% back down. Told you guys. Let's get to these other folks. Tobias, where did he go? Harris, 5 points. 0 for 6. Nothing, because he's a rim runner. He got to shoot his little shot. You shoot that little elbow or that little 10-foot midi, he's a midi king. Nothing. No contribution. Jalen Duren is embarrassing. And for all y'all folks that said this is the model big man, you need your asses whooped, because he was truly embarrassing. 7 points, man. 7 points, 3 out of 7, 9 boards, 2 blocks. What is that? A man who averaged 19, almost 20 points in the regular season, 10 rebounds in this series. And it was like, oh, what did Duren do? Duren has not, his high was 11 points in this series. Let's check something out. Real quick. Versus Cleveland regular season, 21.7. And that's what y'all was hoping was coming to the postseason. In the postseason, 10.2. If you look, okay, wait, I stand corrected. He had 15 points. And the game, what is that? Game 6, 15-11. That was his best game. But that's still shy of what he's been doing. So it still was not effective. Yes, they won that game. So maybe if he could have got going a little more, if we let him get going a little more, because I'm not going to sit here and do like the rest of y'all do, you wagon riders, you fairy weather fans. I can't stand fairy weather fans. I'm not going to do what y'all do and want to discredit our bigs and the work that they put down, because you can't unsee it. You saw what they did. Truly amazing. So what are the rest of these bums? Kane Cunningham, 13 points. That's despicable. You're the star guy. I mean, he was chucking them up, 0 for 7, throwing up bricks. None of the bricks was working. Look at these threes, 12 for 39. The real Detroit came back to play. I don't know who these guys. One game, Cade dropped almost 40 or 40, whatever he dropped. He want to shoot, 6 out of 10 3-pointers. Make 6 out of 10 3-pointers. Now 0 for 7, 5 for 16. Boy, they locked him up. They had a lot of switching on him, and he had to try to come to that paint. You can't come to the paint with them bigs, man. I don't care what y'all say. Thompson, he's not there to really score. 5 points. Roscoe Jenkins' little nephew, Dennis Jenkins, 17 points, 4 for 12. This is garbage. It's hot garbage. It's really, really hot garbage. It's a fresh and ready hot garbage. 4 for 12, 2 out of 7. Look at these awful stats. Rest of these guys. Duncan Robinson, he was good. I gotta say he was good. He hit 3 out of 5 3-pointers, 4 for 7, 2 out of 3 field goals, free throws, 13 points. He was cool. Paul Reed, for the series, he was cool, only 4 points. That was nothing. Let's see. What else we got here? Isaiah Stewart, another waste of space. Here it is, y'all big men. Y'all ideal big men y'all keep talking about. 7 and 3 in a closeout game. That's pathetic, guys. Y'all need to really up the quality of y'all heroes that y'all keep talking about, because that right there, yeah, I'm disappointed in y'all for that one. Karis LeVert, he, Karis said, hey, yo, I know these guys. Give me the ball. He all flopping around and stuff. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Hey, man, look. Nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Goodbye. So on we go. On we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped for the Eastern Conference Finals, man, because the Knicks and Cavs, first of all, it's so many reasons, man. I want redemption. I want redemption when they put us out. But aside from that, again, here it is, the team, the makeup, these fairy weather Cleveland fans, or fairy weather fans, period. I don't even want to call them or classify them as Cleveland fans. These guys, they hearts have been broken some point in life, and they scared to be vulnerable. They're scared to be a fan, whatever you want to call it. They want to just constantly switch the narrative up. So those guys, man, we ain't gonna worry about them. But the keys, people picking the Knicks, are you crazy? Are you crazy to just automatically think that this is going to be a pushover, that the Cavs is just going to sit there and lay down and take it? First of all, some of them same fairy weather fans, they definitely picked Detroit. I don't know what they were smoking. They were smoking peyote, DMT, ayahuasca, something. I don't know, with Aaron Rodgers. But it's like, man, look, y'all, what do y'all see? What do y'all not see? What do y'all need to see? It don't even matter. Back of the bus. Keys to this. Man, first of all, New York and the Cavs, it's a pretty evenly matched up squad. I mean, it's pretty evenly matched. Like, when I look at this, let's see, I look at this. Let's pull this down here. Because when I first think about them, it's pretty matched up. You got Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, 6'2" versus 6'3". They're going to cancel each other out. They both going to go for pretty much 30. They're going to go for pretty much 30 a night or close to it. Anywhere between 25 and 30 a night. They're going to do what they do. Outside of that, you got a couple other matchups that's key. James Harden and McBride. I don't know if McBride or Jalen is going to switch, but when you look at their backcourt, if that's their starting backcourt, if that's what Mike Brown go with, those are two little guys. And I'm a little surprised that as much as Coach E want to talk about short guys and this, that, and the fourth, that he would pick them to win the series. It sounds like a little bit of wagon riding. I don't know, but he picked them to win. First of all, they got these two little backcourts. We got Jay Harden, 6'5". So he can easily, it's going to be hard for them to really, especially if McBride is checking him or Brunson, you know, James Harden's just going to shoot over him. He's going to go down, do that little back down he does, take that little midi, if not a three. Max Strus and Mikal Bridges, 6'5" for Strus, 6'6" for Bridges, 209 versus 215. Actually, Strus got the weight on that one. Those two right there can cancel each other out. Now, we go to the forest. We go to the trees, the enchantedness, the scary zone. Man, if y'all bring Josh Hart, because sometimes they like to bring Josh Hart. Sometimes Josh Hart to start. He's a high-energy chaos guy, what I'm talking about. But problem is he's 6'4". You better not bring him in against Mobley because he will be barbecue chicken. You just saw the barbecue chicken that was consumed, the amount of barbecue chicken that was consumed with the New York Knicks. And those guys were bigger than that. Josh Hart is 6'4". If he come in with Evan Mobley is going to have a field day. And they're going to have a field day. Look, you got a 6'4", a 6'2", and a 6'2". That can't happen because we will eat. Yes, Mobley will eat. And Jay Allen on Karl Anthony Towns, they can cancel each other out. Only thing with that, I might put Mobley on Towns. And if you get the switch with Jared Allen and Hart's going to be a liability on defense with the Twin Towers. And Hart, I mean, he got an okay jumper. He averaging, 12? 12.1. He's okay. You can't really leave him open because he will hit. But man, dude, that is a disadvantage right there. So I know they're gonna probably run through Karl Anthony Towns like what they had to do with Atlanta, and he came in high assist, which is okay because Mobley can move with Towns. Towns is 7 foot 250. Mobley is 6'11", 215. Yeah, he giving up that big body, but if Towns shrink down to the paint, I like that versus him just roaming on that perimeter and taking them shots and us just dropping down. So I like that matchup. That's a liability with Josh Hart, though. He's too little. He's a baby. He is a baby. Let's go to some other bench matchups. Now, this guy, if he's truly healthy, of course he's not going to say, oh, my hamstring is tight. Of course he's not going to say my leg hurt. But OG Anunoby, I think OG Anunoby, in fact, these two guys, X factors, OG Anunoby, because what he can do, he's 6'7", 240. He can give you 21 points. You know, he can catch fire quick. He's been a high energy guy against the Cavaliers. He can do some things. I think the answer to him, you ain't gonna like it. Dean Wade. His name is Dean Wade. So if they start Anunoby, you start Dean Wade. Whenever Anunoby come in, you bring in Dean Wade because Dean Wade is 6'9", 228. He can move. He can defend. He can be a body on Anunoby because, look, you don't want that guy to heat up. You don't. You just don't. At least I don't. Look, I ain't no fairy weather, but I don't want him to heat up. So I'm bringing in Dean Wade. Sam Merrill, another chaos guy. You got to respect him. You got to run around. He runs around tremendously. So whenever, and they'll probably try to put the wing defenders like Anunoby and Bridges, great wing defenders. They're going to run around with him. Well, hopefully that'll tire him out on the other end for defense because those guys can play some good defense. But Anunoby, that's my X factor for New York. Dean Wade, my X factor for Cleveland. And why is that? So he can shut down Anunoby. You shut down Anunoby, I don't got no faith in the rest of these little fellers. I mean, you got Jay Brunson. He gonna do what he do. This McBride, he been doing what he do. He can come in for some. Josh Hart, middle of the road. I mean, he ain't gonna beat you. He can have some good sparks, but he ain't gonna beat you. Now let's get to the big liability again for New York. They got some liabilities. In fact, I thought they matched up better, but they don't match up as good because Mitchell Robinson, another one of Evan and Zen's heroes, what he did a few years ago, he can get second chance buckets. That guy can get second chance buckets all day long. He's averaging 6.8 points, 9.2 rebounds. Problem is, he can't shoot free throws. So he is an offensive liability. He is very one-dimensional. He can't do anything. He it's not scary. Nobody's scared of him shooting a jumper, let alone a midi. So he's just out there, just to get rebounds. That's y'all Dennis Rodman y'all want. So if you bring him in, which you might have to bring him in and sub in for Josh Hart, don't let Hart start, just to match our size in the paint, just know he's a defensive liability. My guy Schroeder, chaos guy. Him and Alvarado, two chaos guys. They're going to be matched up, and they're going to be doing some things. They're going to be going a little crazy. I like that. Now, the rest of these guys, Shamit, I don't know how much tick he get. He got some average here. Nance probably won't see the floor. Bryant probably won't see much of the floor in Ellis. They should. And actually, Jay Tyson, man, 6'7", 215. I want to see more. And he's nasty. He got a nasty attitude. I want to see him more in the game. Please, Kenny, find a spot for my guy. Because 6'7", 250, you can even put him on OG, 6'7", 240. Or Jalen Tyson, 6'7", 215. But still, you could put him to irritate the hell out of Anunoby. Oh, man. You could actually, and this is crazy because, yeah, Dean, I love Dean to start. But out of some crazy stuff, you could bring in Tyson. Maybe not to start, but, Cat probably going to try to bring the ball up. If anything, he might try to facilitate. I would irritate the hell out of him and look for the switch. But if they try to switch with Cat's 7 feet, but he's 7 feet of fluffiness, man. He's a fluffy guy. So I ain't worried about him. But if they switch over to Dean can handle Cat. Cat probably take it to the hole, but that's okay. I ain't worried about that. I like our chances. So again, we got the physical advantage. We got the tall team for once. We got the tall guys. 2 6'11s in the paint. Yeah, the Knicks, they're gonna try to go small, they're gonna try to run. Hey, we can run, but we got guys for that too. We can play small ball. That Josh Hart matchup, man. I say, Cav, stay true to who you are, because I'm not scared of no damn Josh Hart and his 12 points. Just not. Not scared of it at all. OG Anunoby, Dean Wade, Jay Tyson, Max Strus, with those guys. So this is going to be good, man. This is going to be a game. So my prediction, drum roll. Cavaliers are going to the finals. We are going to the ship. Cavaliers in 6 games. Cavs in 6 games. I like what E said. We come out with energy. We can steal game 1. We steal game 1. That's going to be huge because we can come out. We know Cavs might take some time off, a couple games, or hopefully just a couple games in between, not the whole thing. One of the keys. I can't believe I'm getting ready to say this, man, but God, hold on, man. I gotta sip, man. Let me sip this water. Cause, man, James Harden, Mr. Dribble. We need that right now. Dribble. Without the turnovers, of course. You got a lot of turnovers. It's time to redeem yourself. But slowing the game down. We know New York is going to try to get out and run. Mike Brown, he like to tell them boys, get out and run. If you run a small ball with Josh Hart, you're going to try to get out and run, maybe try to tire out our bigs. So, Jay Harden, I know you like to slow it down. The Cavs like to slow it down sometimes. Slow the damn game down. This I'm going to go ahead and say it. Run a lot of half-court sets, pick and roll. I know people are probably going to disagree with me. I'm going to go on Game for All Seasons. Shout the Game for All Seasons. Hey, remember to like, subscribe, comment. Check us out, Game for All Seasons. I know they're going to be like, oh, well, hey, we not going, man, I don't care what y'all say. Harden, slow the ball down. Play the half-court sets. They cannot beat us in the half-court. They want to run. We want to slow it down. No turnovers. So that's it, man. 6 games. Cavaliers. We are going to the Eastern. Well, we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Bye-bye, Detroit. We are going on to do our thing in the championship. So I know some folks going to disagree with me. I don't care. You know I don't care. I don't know why y'all just don't agree with me. I know what I'm talking about. I see the future, and it's the Cavaliers. Now, who we going to play in the championship? And no, I'm not counting my chickens. I'm just supporting my team. Not unlike these fairy weather fans, man. Y'all fairy weather fans, y'all need to go sit down, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, walk outside with your shoes on, step in the grass, in the street, in a puddle of poo, and then step on your sandwich and then eat it. That's what y'all need to do. So with that being said, Cavaliers, 6 games, on to the finals we go. Hard-fought battle with New York, but we can beat them. Love our chances. All right, y'all. Good night. Comment, like, subscribe, download, holla at me. See you next, Tuesday. Tomorrow's the game, so I might be back on celebrating, happy. I will be happy. See y'all tomorrow. Peace. Go Cavs.